First of all, I just want to start say every video by saying thank you, God. I'm listening to these perps trying to still gaslight me, and you know, it's so hard for them to still paint that fantasized reality. Listen, it's been hard for them the last few months or so because it's getting closer and closer to the obviousness, or the obviousness is getting too much. Listen, this is not a program that protects children. Matter of fact, I live in a community where, let's just say, the language you're going to hear is spoken a lot. And now I'll put that in their faces, because these are the same people who want me to accept this experience. When I see this emoji that was adorable, that I've probably seen it, and I remember and today's experience in this, let me use the language they like to use to make it sound like they're not manipulative to the brain. Mapped mind. And I know who they think that by speaking certain ways, he positioned themselves as something else but the manipulation of my brain. It's disgusting. But before I show you the emoji, which is adorable, what you're gonna see here is, let me see if I can add that to, hold on, give me a second. As I was saying, people who are involved in what you're gonna see this, I'm gonna put it in slow motion. This is a woman called Anna. She is the spokesperson for Target Mitchell. She's based in Washington, D.C. And in here, she's speaking this language, saying this. Look at the face she makes when she says niños, which means children in the language she's saying. I love to put that in the faces of these clowns, because this clown want me to think that these people involved in what this woman make the face, saying that even children are being tortured. Those are the people who should try to make me believe that they protect children. They made me have this adorable little girl. It's a emoji or something like that, where is, and I think I've seen it before, very popular, where this little girl is dancing and she's really into it, like a baby, like she just learned how to walk. She's just already dancing like this, and taking it very seriously, this baby. And they were trying to be like, oh, it's a girl, so it's real. That I should accept this experiences that I'm forced to experience when I'm seeing this baby dancing this wholesome image, videos of a baby doing a little dance, and be accepting of this manipulation. And they're like, the neighbors around me who are perps, and the reason why I say thank you, God, is because these people that this woman described as participate in this program, where even children are being tortured, inclusive of just next door neighbors, who are just these everyday citizens that partake in this governmental program. Their job is to really try to brainwash me that the people torturing niños, as she says, are not doing anything to my brain in a program that has manipulated so many people mentally, to the point of some of them killing in masses. And utilizing clowns like this, let me just show you an example of the disgustingness we're dealing with here as Target Vigil. Trash like this, and this is like the neighbors. And by the way, let me just say something else. You heard me in many videos saying they've been telling me that these people involved in a program where they torture niños are gonna have this trash here. Let me see if I can pull that up. Seems like it's a little challenging, but They try to make it very complicated for me because they want me to just be anxious, and I mean, I don't know, like, this is nothing new, but people who live around me like these clowns, those are the trash that live around me that tell me that they're gonna have their own kids. Let me just not even call them kids because I don't want to humanize them. These non-adults play rape victims in a program that, let me just bring up the level her face when she says that. That's my face every time I see these clowns. Like, yeah, okay, I know what you guys are part of, and I know the children suffering this program, and I know how they attack the brain. Listen, I will never never believe that me seeing this baby dancing, that the most wholesome thing I ever seen, have an experience of this nature unless my brain is being played with. They gave me stimulation. They almost tried to make me grab myself. Like, what? I was on the computer. And just because they contract loserness of human beings who's supposed to gaslight you to internalize things like this are just experienced naturally when you see a child dancing like this. A baby, not just a child, though. I'm saying that they try to make me see this child's private part, like as if like she's not even wearing Pampers. It's so disgusting. This wholesome thing of this baby dancing. As I say that, they try to change him to something else. But there's a reason why this woman made this face. It's because they torture children. And this clown that you hear, disgusting as they are, living around you, are supposed to gaslight you when people
who is charged with
inclusive of those who killed next door neighbor say things like this,
etc. is not fully not the sources I found. The cases is not fully.
This is Steve Marlowe, the man who killed 4 of his next door neighbors. Before he killed them, this is what he said.
I could not have asked for a better family. What you cannot comprehend is that we have been attacked by this weapon our entire lives, and the attack against me personally is one of the most vicious attacks a human being has ever faced. I have tolerated the most inhumane torture in hopes that the FBI and CIA would come to my defense, but they have failed to come to my aid. My only hope is that you come to understand what has happened here. When the world realizes what has happened, there will be justice, but I cannot sit by and be a victim any longer, and I refuse to sit by and do nothing while my nieces and nephews and the rest of my family are operated on with mind control. Our thoughts are not private. It is disgusting and it is cruel. I will be launching the first counterattack against mind control in human history. I want to be very clear, this will not be an active shooting event. I will be executing some of the people responsible for activating shooters. If I happen to survive, please visit me in prison, if only to see the same man you have always known, rather than the victim of some mental disorder that does not exist. What you may not understand is that I will gladly die to expose this, and I will gladly die to help one other victim discover the truth of what has happened. If I can help another targeted individual fight back against telepathy, then the sacrifice will be well worth it. To any TIs who read this, understand that your attackers use the form of ventriloquism I describe in the paper to move your thoughts, but your thoughts can also move their mouths. To my friends in Chicago, Lexington, Dayton, and all over the world, get this email out to everyone you know. The most horrific weapon ever made is being used on human beings, and if you ever learn the truth, you will understand what I did here to protect myself and my family. Get this out to other TIs, other voice hearers, so the world has a chance to fight back. To my family, especially my nieces and nephews, I want you to understand that what I do.
Like I said, he killed 4 people, inclusive of these neighbors. But listen to this guy.
Thought insertion, every manipulation, every insertion. You feel like your mind and your body is not yours, it's just being controlled by some asshole. Your emotions, everything. And you would see that, street theater, noise campaigns, voice to skull, they do a pretty good job of intertwining everything. But to an outsider's point of view,
This noise campaign he's bringing up is when they manipulate you. For example, when I see something like that and then they make me have stimulations or something disgusting when I'm watching this wholesome, or I see this wholesome thing here. And get this stimulation that's degrading. Then here's these clowns around you supposed to gaslight you. When I know that these people doing this noise campaign are involved in a program where they torture niños, where this program have made people lose their mind and kill next door neighbors, and when these people saying the exact same thing, that once you're being manipulated, you have these clowns and an ecosystem of noise campaign that you just haven't heard. They stimulate me that, no, it's a girl, it's real. Stupidity. And on top of that, you hear this trash talking. In this video that I showed earlier on, laughing weirdly. Those are some teenage, so non-adult trash. Apparently, they tell me they're gonna frame me with. Oh, with all that, still think that I will ever internalize experiencing this manipulations. When I see a baby dancing, this wholesomeness. The best part is like this. The wholesomeness of this little baby just taking seriously her dancing. But for me, it's simple. Everything I needed to know that could completely close this stupidity down has been presented to me. Now, to this low life around me who are contracted to gaslight me, you have too much against you to even try to play this game. Because the people who torture the niños, we know who they are. The people who manipulate the brain and push them into insanity, we know who they are. They torture children that age. Even younger kids that can't even walk yet. I heard testimonials of 3-week-old babies tortured. What they can do to your body via this remote technology, this is the advancement. By the way, with me, they have learned how to utilize verbiage that position themselves, like I said, in a way that does not sound like alteration of the mind. It's being applied for you to experience that. The entitlement of the verbiage they utilize is so disgusting. We're pairing it. What? We're mapping. What? or mining. This stupidity covered by sophisticated language is supposed to make me subscribe to this thing. Stupidity covered by entitlement is supposed to cover up this obviousness here. From people who torture children. From people who having their own non-adults willing to play rape victim. They were like, no, little girls, matter to you. I was like, okay, yeah, the people who torture niños. And for me, I have no sympathy because there are a lot of non-adults, just like what you heard, who are happily, proudly be involved in this program, knowing that niños are being tortured, having fun trying to gaslight me. Oh my gosh, mistake. To make me subscribe to this, like these people. Should be few, as I'm saying that they're trying to. These people here that this woman make. This woman made this face describing what is behind this. This woman.
Que puedan conseguir tratamiento médico para mejorar las condiciones que estas armas y estos criminales del gobierno que devengan un sueldo para torturar personas inocentes, incluyendo niños.
See that face?
Para que estas personas paguen.
And the reason why I bring that in that language, she speaks English. She's an English speaker that lives in Washington, D.C. from Puerto Rico. She's an American citizen, and she's organizing this because this is a global thing. And she's speaking this language because there's people from the same continent who speak the same language and organizing them to understand that you are one of the target individuals all around the world. And you have to stick together, understand what's happening to you. You are being a human test subject. And in the same language she described about mental control that allows them to give you the experiences they want you to experience. In the same language, another target individual saying the same thing in Spanish about mental control by calling it mental domination. Meaning that your brain is no longer yours. They are completely dominating your brain and completely controlling your brain. And will make you have the experiences to the point where when you see something as wholesome as what you're saying here, something where, as I'm saying that you should see, they really try to make me watch the crouch area of this baby dancing. To this trash, I don't envy your life. And I'm suffering already. My body's already decaying. The damage my body so much. But I will never trade places with this trash the government control. Sorry, they don't government control. That this trash, dude, who are governmental bottom feeders, that the government contract. I will never, and of course I don't expect them wanting to envy me. I'm in a terrible situation. I can't even look at this wholesome thing without being manipulated. But coming from me, who's slowly dying, who can't even be himself, will never want to be living the life that this trash are living. Me, who has nothing, everything is going left. My organs are being destroyed. I don't even want to be in the shoes of this healthy low life that's involved in a program where babies are being tortured and manipulate people in this way and try to make somebody accept these things. Then selling their own trashy, disgusting non-adults. Groomed, living day by day, focusing on trying to gaslight me, try to negate the fact they torture niños, as she said, and paint themselves as the protector of the children. Even making themselves think like they're heroes. Losers that they are. They don't even know it yet. So I can just stay strong. And don't internalize these things. If you're forced to experience anything that in this degrading way, when even seeing something this wholesome, understand this is the level of sophistication this technology is. And it's so advanced that they can make you have disgusting experiences, which this is not the most advanced things they can do, to be honest. They do way more than advanced in this, and this is, they can really, really work on your brain, make you experience things in another level. This is kind of medium level of advancement here for them. Because I experienced some disgusting things in different fashion. Sometimes they really want you to believe like they see you, or making you feel like you felt like we're the word even mimic was like, we're mimicking you as a kid. I'm like, what the F? False. But even saying the stupidity there and with the seriousness, like, you're making my brain being a brain of a child. Like mentally retarded. That's why, are you saying that? You're making dumbass. Of course, I know it's not that. But they really want you to be subscriptive of that. Those people who harm the niños, all they do is stupidity. The people who push people to kill next door neighbor. This Steve Marlowe you saw, he killed 4 individuals. All neighbors, one of 15-year-old. The oldest between 15 to 82. But before he killed them, that's what he said. But I should be subscribed to your name, making my brain. No, you're not making my brain anything but what you want me to experience. You're manipulating my brain according to what you designed for my brain to experience, because you have completely dominated my brain. As these people say that in Spanish. Dominate in the sense that if you want me to have stimulations, sensations, feelings, experiences, you can make me have those like it's like this easily. The clowns that you see around you, their job is, once they manipulate you in this design degrading way, their job is to move some furniture around, make some noise campaign, act like, oh my gosh, it's you, pay a little girls, when they're here torturing niños. Using the best verbiage, we're appearing, we're mimicking, we're mapping trash us. You're changing the brain for me to experience that. You're manipulating my brain for me to experience that. Why? Because you're weaponizing a technology that can alter your brain. How can we just stay strong? Do not internalize none of these things. Like I said, this kind of experiencing this disgusting thing, when seeing something this wholesome, be glad. Who knows how many niños are suffering? Living day by day, try to gaslight with somebody to accept this disgustingness that they force onto us. Now, for me, the reason why I do this thing is I want to put that in their faces. Like, do you think I ever internalized this? Come on. Play your best character of gaslighting. Do your best gaslighting. Watch. But be careful. Let that be not to this period. Let not be that the last performance of your life. Because for me, there's not too much to lose here. And I still want to trade places with you. Stay strong. Talking with you.